ABC, this is World News Tonight with Peter Jennings.
Good evening. When we come back, some of the other news. In Salt Lake City, why are they throwing away all those valuable trees? When we come back, the trees we waste. Our next report might have originated in any American community of almost any size, or at least any town with trees. It's about the environment and about waste, and a very sensible way to make money. ABC's Brian Rooney is in Salt Lake City.
The city of Salt Lake cuts down more than 600 damaged and diseased trees every year, many of them hardwoods like maple, oak, walnut, and cherry. A lot of that wood is still usable and could be made into furniture, boxes, picture frames, lots of useful things. But nearly all those trees are trucked here to the city dump where they're left to rot. Most of the trees cut down in every city in America are wasted like this. Trees that might be worth money if they came from a forest are treated like junk in the city. Only a few people are beginning to realize their value.
That same log that cost $400 or $500 to process, that is cut down and take to the dump, might be worth $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 when it's turned into finished products.
George Hessenthaler decided if the city was going to let the wood go to waste, he'd try to make money with it. He got the idea to start a business recovering city trees for lumber after he saw a truck loaded with tree trunks going to the dump.
That day, they dumped $50,000 worth of black walnut.
Hessenthaler uses the wood to make jewelry and display boxes, and he sells hard-to-find woods to amateur woodworkers. But he recovers only a fraction of the trees the city cuts down. Most cities that recycle old trees grind them into mulch for gardens and tree beds, as they do in Chicago. But in Salt Lake City, George Hessenthaler is the only alternative to the fireplace and the dump.
It is a resource. Things are made from it. And why should we bury a resource? Makes no sense.
It may not make sense, but the American Forestry Association says nearly 20% of what goes into city dumps is trees. Trees that could make somebody a lot of money. Brian Rooney, ABC News, Salt Lake City.